Okay. Just give me a sign when you're ready and I'll start. Hi, hello. My name is Emil Shikerjiski. I work here at Networking Premium, and I'm delighted to start this very, very special edition of Volume 8 Pitch to Pitch. I would like to thank the startups that came, regardless with all of the unpleasant situation. The ecosystem and the startups should be running and doing business as usual, and even more, create creative ideas how to continue and to work in such cases. You know, the biggest companies in history are still here and was founded and created or accelerated in bad situations. In difficult markets, in difficult economic crisis, the creative one will survive and continue and even grow after this. We decided not to cancel, not to postpone the event, but to do it as a web. Trifon Mikhailov, I will present shortly, the founder of this competition and the initiator behind this idea. I will tell you sincerely, we as a venue and the entire event industry suffered was the first market to suffer the corona and all of the other circumstances regarding to it. And we got 12 events canceled and even more counting for this month, and it's a serious financial drawback for us. And we decided to give this service of web and monitoring, professionally casting this event to all of our future events as a complement. And today we would like to show you what we are capable to do and how simple small event of 50, 100 people here can be magnitude into thousands of people at home and be even a bonus. We even call it's not a bug, it's a feature to have a web event. I will not continue with more words, but give our host the stage to present the judges and the startups, and let's the fun begin.
Thank you, Emil. Thank you.
Hi everyone.
Hi everyone. Thank you for watching us. The rules are simple. Just 5 startups in front of the marvelous team of judges. Thank you for our supporting crew. We are only the startups here, the team, and also the judges. And when we talk about judges, Christina, you can tell me more about them.
Just to add, this is the 8th edition of a Pitch to Pitch, and today's edition is very special for me. It's a life science edition. I'm expecting this almost per year to see 5 startups who are dealing with life science, and I promise fantastic scientific and innovation companies presenting here. And something very significant, today is 11, every 11 date of the month, we will be here, digital or live, or as we said, live always. So thank you very much, and I hope that today we will create a new way how to represent the innovation. So
just another addition to the script. Okay. So thank you, dear viewer. You can support the startup ecosystem in Bulgaria and everyone else where you share this live stream of Networking Premium. Thank you so much for doing this, Christina.
Like us, like the jury, and like the startups. So when it comes to judges, it's great pleasure for me to represent you, our honest guest, Victor Stiller, who is the president of Stiller and Associated Venture Fund. The venture fund is focused on research, management, planning, and implementation for a portfolio focused on established and emerging high technology growth companies. Okay, our next jury member is Jordan Atanasov. He is a co-founder of Sofia Startup. Long-time business developer, international experience, leading projects in 36 countries. Very interesting.
Okay, and another jury member is Georgi Ivanov, founder of Noble Hair, experienced entrepreneur, one of the founders of Enhanced CV. Started his career with a startup IT Smart. The first group of people started dealing with startups issues in Bulgaria. Another member is Iskren Mitev, founder of Escreo and holding multiple startup awards, one of them Entrepreneur of the Year. And another special thanks to both brains of this event, Trifon Mikhailov and Emil Shekirjitsky, networking premium, coworking, and founders of Pitch2Pitch. So give them thumbs ups in the comments below.
Fantastic. And now is the moment to start representing our fantastic startups ideas, starting with For Good Co., which is a platform that aims to offer a solution that allowed restaurants, supermarket, catering companies, bakeries, etc., to processing business to optimize the sales of productions, etc. But please welcome Ivan. Join us.
Oh, great jump, great
Hello.
jump.
All right. Ready? Steady? No?
Yep. Go.
All right. Food waste is a humongous problem because 1/3 of the food that's being produced never makes it to the table. And major contributors to these worrying statistics are your favorite restaurant, supermarket, or grocery store. The outcome of this phenomenon is lost revenues and overhead costs incurred for the production and processing of this food, but also huge quantities of organic waste that's being dumped at the landfill. The repercussions of that are both ecological and socio-economic. In order to alleviate this malfunctioning of the food supply chain, me and my team have decided to develop an online marketplace which would allow the aforementioned businesses to advertise their excess food at a discounted price in the form of flash sales to the platform users, which fall in two categories, individuals and other businesses. The outcome of the platform use should be more affordable food for the general public, less organic waste at the landfill, an additional source of income for the businesses. Thank you. That was very fast. I jumped into
It's
it.
a fast minute. I've seen your pitch before. He's a Founders Institute alumni, and so it's a good pitch. I may have mentioned this to you before, but I've seen something similar at MIT. What they do there is after like an event, and they'll have like 30 sandwiches left over. They'll take a picture of it and put it on the web page, but it's free, and so people will swarm it from all over the campus. So it's similar, but I think if you considered like partnering up with somebody like eBag, to actually deliver the food, so somebody can see it and you bring it right to them, that would be great. Is it prepared food or raw food? Either.
Can be both.
Both. Yeah, because that's the thing is if I'm sitting at home and I see these wonderful hamburger buns, yeah, if you bring them to me, I'll be happy.
You buy them from very cheap.
Yeah.
Maybe, but that would be a motivation.
eBag deliver it. So that's I think it's a great idea.
Thank you for this presentation. How do you solve the problem with the law that is about distributing food, and how are you going to solve that? There is very specific framework about what kind of food you can deliver and to whom, and how are you going to deal with that?
At first, we won't be delivering. People are going to be picking food at the restaurant, at the grocery store, in the supermarkets. Later on, maybe, but we're not there yet. Pick up on spot.
Cool idea. In terms of traction, how are you going to promote this, the web platform?
Yeah. Fortunately, I'm also a restaurant owner.
Yeah.
And the way I'm conceiving to, start everything is to promote it via a food festival, which is actually going to take place at the beginning of May. And you're all invited, obviously.
Yeah, thank you.
And the festival will be the promotional event. It will be rather unusual, but also the usual channels online. Hopefully a big media group is gonna stand behind us, so we're gonna utilize their outlets.
Social media as well?
Absolutely.
Then what's the difference between your platform and social media channel like Facebook group, We Share Food?
I mean, probably I mispronounced it, but platform, the festival will be a platform for promotion. how fast it will be.
Yeah, but I mean, why you do have online platform when you actually...
Yes, we do have an online platform, yeah.
Why don't you just create a Facebook group about it? And
Yeah, of course,
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay.
Because of anonymity, they want anonymity. I think this is one of the main. Facebook, you will not write on Facebook that you want this and this. I think it's one of the.
We have a Facebook group, like
my question is, what was the difference?
Our action today was, we created a Facebook group which mimicked the service that I told you about. And it was okay, but Facebook group, it's kind of premature. Like the platform itself is like much more convenient for all the parties. And it's much more representable, obviously.
What's the business model and who are the core team members?
Can you repeat the second part?
Who are the core team members?
The core team members. Okay. The business model is the following. We charge a transaction fee the vendors on the platform. So if you're a restaurant, you make a sale through the platform, we charge you a percentage. That would be it for now. And the core members, obviously myself, and I have 3 partners who are strictly technical people. I'm the business guy. We have front, back-end developer, and and SQL. Very, very strong team.
Continuing the question of Jordan, like, what do you need to get started? Like, to get started and test, are people really buying this with real money? What do you need? Like, you need investment? Do you need publication? How much do you need? And what evaluation are you?
Right now, we're in the process of beta testing. We have
of the app? You already built an app?
Yeah. We have the app like 95, 98% ready. We are currently onboarding beta testers. And the beta testers are obviously vendors, sellers, and buyers. So we have a couple of restaurants, and we're currently in discussion with one super big store. We have a bunch supermarket, yes. We have a bunch of users, like buyers, and they're currently going through.
Okay, how much money you're looking at? Looking for?
We're looking for probably an angel investment of around $80,000 to $100,000.
This problem, there were many people trying to solve that problem before. Have you checked where they failed, and what is the difference in your idea?
Well, I wouldn't hide that there are existing solutions of this nature that are operating extremely well in some big European cities. We are, I wouldn't be ashamed to say that we are replicating their model and building upon it. And we think that our economy and the surrounding ones are in desperate need of such solutions. That's why I truly believe that this will be something quite successful here.
Okay, thank you. Thumbs up, everyone.
Thank you. When it comes to a biotech, super innovative and purely Bulgarian idea, first of my mind is FigsIt. And please welcome Gabriela to share with us what exactly the company do.
And improvisation moves on. Okay. Yet again, hi. So my minute is ticking, I guess. Today I'm going to present to you an age-old, old wives' tale that is actually applicable to treating a very widespread issue. When we observe fig trees and how they heal when the surface of the fig is actually wounded, it indicates that the fig releases a so-called sap or latex. And this sap is acting as a regenerative tissue. So we are actually going to use the fig sap and infuse plasters and use it to treat non-cancerous skin growths. Our idea is called FigsIt because we're going to fix everything with it. By non-cancerous skin growths, I mean eczema, warts, chicken thorns, and much more, even psoriasis to some extent. So what are our competitors? Generally nowadays, treatments are extremely expensive, time-consuming, extremely painful. FigsIt offers something that is over-the-counter, all natural, and is actually extremely effective. So thank you. And my team, please. Come on over here. Those are my teammates. Thank you so much.
So have you tested this? Does it work?
Up to this moment, we have only scientific proof.
Currently there are scientific papers that are just proving that actually the enzyme in the FigsApp might work, and there are quite a few scientific evidence of that. So, but there is not a plaster on the market, there is not such product producing. There's just the scientific data. So we're trying to put the product on the market and give it to the people.
Is there any, I'll ask one more question. Is there any proprietary process that you do to make it? Because if you prove that it works, there's going to be 400 of these. You know, if you don't have some kind of a moat protection.
Well, up to this moment, we've defined the issue. We've come up with a approximate application for the patent, and we're going to be doing it for sure. In order to hit the market, we need to go through clinical trials, of course. The number of people that we need to try it on is only 1,600 people. And I'm pretty sure that most of us have some kind of skin issues. So here we have already 50 people.
Good. But the protection is something that you need to...
Protection is yeah.
Do I need that? Yeah. Okay. So for the patent, because it's a... So we are using the enzyme in an innovative way, applicating it on a pad, on a plaster. And just the technology of developing the enzyme or using this enzyme in such a way can be patented. So using the enzyme for the treatment of warts or some kind of skin problems that are not non-cancerous can be patented as a way. So we can use that as protection.
You need to get it, though.
Yeah, we need to get it. But there is nothing patented.
Yeah, up to this moment, the enzyme that we're going to be using is applied in the food industry as meat tenderizer and also in genetics, because there's some kind of a genetical application that I don't really understand. They're the tech people.
Very good idea. I see that most of you are technical. You're into the product.
Well, and then this is our economy growth.
This product is a very hard sell. How do you plan to sell it? What is your business model? And do you have somebody in the team that can facilitate this process, even if you manage to patent it? How do you plan to start selling it?
Well, thank you for the question. Very good one. Actually, we do believe that the product is very easy to sell because it's an all-natural product. Up to this moment, the treatments are really painful, and the plasters that are available to treat such things over the counter are with salicylic acid, which are not really effective. So all the skin growths, they return in 6 months. So the recurrence rate is really, really high. And we do believe that, first of all, moms who want to treat their kids' skin issues would be our target clients, the first stage. And then, of course, people who have fought this issue for many, many, many years till now and nothing worked, they would be more prone to, let's say, try it out. Yeah, and this is over-the-counter home remedy.
Can I add to this? So the other therapy that exists currently for patients with wart problems is cryotherapy, which requires several visits to the doctor's office and could take up months. And many working people or just people in general who don't really go to the doctor that often might not want this expensive long-term therapy, which is also very painful. And the enzyme in the FigsIt that we're going to use actually targets exactly the dead tissue that is transformed to the HPV virus strain that causes the warts, and this would not harm the healthy tissue, so the tissue of the healthy skin. So this is why we believe our treatment will be very easy to market because of the problems existing with the current treatments.
Yeah, so the product as a product, it's a batch or it's a cream or what is?
Yeah,
it's
a bandage.
A bandage. Okay. Size-wise, different sizes. Okay, and it's made of fig. Don't they have such a solution, such as cream-based solution, something similar to it, or this is?
Okay, so basically right now there's a treatment on the market. The main treatment is the salicylic acid. It's something similar to the salicylic acid. However, the salicylic acid has a very high recurrence rate of the warts. Currently, I don't know if there are creams used for that, mainly because the creams are on how do you call it, on a fatty substance. You're the cosmetic person. On a fatty substance, and one of the things is that you need to apply the medication for a long time on the wart. And if it's a medical cream, it usually washes off very fast, and it does not enter the deep layers of the skin. And that's the problem with the warts, because you have a lot of keratinized cells on the finger. They're very hard to break through, very hard to go in. Because of that, most of the people use the cryotherapy, easily applied by the doctors, obviously, you have to go there, but it destroys with a lot of power the wart itself. Salicylic acid, again, it's an acid. It kind of hurts the cells, but it hurts the cells around the wart as well. So we're using an enzyme that is targeting the keratinized cells to just treat them.
Last question. What do you need in terms of certification and money around it and time-wise as well?
Yeah, it's regulated as a medical device, and one of the things is we have to go through the clinical trials, obviously, because it's a medical device and it's used for treatment. And we have calculated that in the future, how much it's going to take.
So the initial sum for 4 stages of clinical trials is around 400,000 euro.
How did you come up with the idea?
We have the issue.
I'm sorry?
We have the issue, actually. Yeah, well, she has been fighting a chicken thorn on her finger for some time. Very long time.
And it solved it?
No, we haven't tried yet.
Come on, 6 months. Come on.
Yeah, but because it's an old wives' tale, and also my mom applying
it's a grandma solution.
Yeah, applying it on the skin.
It is, right?
Yeah, applying it on the skin cures it. However, in the FigsIt, there are ranopoumarins that, like enzymes, organic compounds, that can hurt the skin and go to dermatitis. And we are trying to remove that.
Good one. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
And good luck.
Thank you so much. That's great. And dear viewer, you can not only share this live stream, you can also ask questions, and you can do it in the comments below. And we'll continue with the program. The next is the climate is changing and is becoming more erratic. You can listen. Okay. And Meteo.Rocks is creating a network of automated weather stations in Bulgaria. They design and manufacture professional weather station in-house. Their goal is to use the data from the network to create precise weather forecast. And you can come to the stage, Dimitar. I can give you a sign. Start. And 4, 3, 2, 1, go.
Hi, I'm Dimitar, a co-founder at Meteo.Rocks. Weather forecasts heavily depend on good quality data, and the problem is that this data is not available in many regions of the world. Meteo.Rocks is tackling this problem by creating a network of automated weather stations, which we design and manufacture in-house. Our team consists of a meteorologist, an engineer, a designer, and a manager. The business model relies on the sale of weather stations and weather data to end customers and businesses in weather-dependent areas. Currently, our network consists of 16 weather stations, including 2 on Antarctica. We are targeting 150 in 4 years' time. Considering the increasing effect of climate change on our world, the value of precise weather data will only increase, which lays the foundation of our business model. So thank you for your attention.
Thumbs up. You're great, you have 10 seconds, okay. What if I just buy from China some station and, you know, why I have to choose your station, or why?
Well, it's not a coincidence. First, let me explain that what we are manufacturing are not weather stations for home users. We are manufacturing professional equipment that can be used for weather forecasts. And it's not a coincidence that the biggest companies manufacturing such equipment are from Finland, the United States, Germany, and so on. So we are targeting these people. We are not trying to compete with China for cheap weather stations.
Where did you produce your hardware and software?
So everything is made in-house. We are using components from all over the world, including China. But it's produced in Bulgaria. It's designed by us. The software is written by our engineer. So everything is made in-house.
There are many components in forecasting weather, and usually they're changing very fast. So the best specialists who create algorithms, they have hard time predicting the weather some minutes ahead. What is your device measuring, and how is it helping to solve that problem?
Well, weather forecasting is basically statistics, and many of you come from the financial sector, so you know that the better the data you use for the analysis, the better the result you are going to get this. So you have, yes, there are satellites, there are many innovations, but still you need that data from the ground to be sure that what the satellite is telling you is true. If you have data and this data is live, we have a lot of computational power now, so you can feed this data and you can get really precise weather forecasts.
How much does one of your devices cost, and what's the revenue so far?
Well, we have not sold those stations. We have been crowdfunding a couple of them, and we have been working with science institutions. We have been mainly testing the product because it's not easy to make a station that works on Antarctica or high in the mountains. So we have been doing that for 2 years. Your question was, so we have not made any revenue so far. We have been...
and how do you fund yourself then?
Well, it's we won one competition 2 years ago, and it's also funded by the founders. But that is going to change soon.
What's the plan for it?
Well, we are looking for funding on one side because now we are confident in our product and we have a much clearer idea what the next steps are in creating this network and using it to make forecasts.
So for the next year ahead, how much money are you looking for and how much station you will create?
So we are trying to cover Bulgaria because in most of Europe there is a very good weather station.
Okay, how many stations there are needed in Bulgaria?
Yeah, we need 150 so that we can have a network that is...
how much will it cost?
So we estimate it to be around 200,000 leva for the installation and creation of the weather stations.
Leva?
Leva, yeah.
100,000 euros.
Yeah.
Okay, how much equity will you give for that?
We have not thought about that really because none of us have business sphere. So this is one thing that we are lacking in our team.
Good.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. Yeah, thank you. Thank you.
Thank you. The next startup is project's goal is to replace the current harmful methods of production for leather or other composite materials by introducing a biomaterial made to be durable, stronger, and cheaper. This biomaterial is a mix of fungi and bacteria tissue, which we call mycelium. And Victor, come to the stage to explain more about it. Yeah, I can give you a sign. No, just a second. Okay. So you can share this live stream, and you can comment below to ask questions to the startups, to the jury, and to me, and to Christina. So, okay. We can go on.
Okay. Hello, everyone. We are Myceling, a team of 3 biotech students, and our project idea is a biomaterial made from a combination of fungi and bacterial tissue. Now, this material will act as a substitute to current leather and textile industry products, providing similar quality, strength, and durability, while at the same time being produced for a lower price in less space and in less time. Additionally, the impact on the environment will be considerably less in comparison to the current industry method. And we are hoping that the use of animals and synthetic materials in the production will be made obsolete by this material. And right now we are still a very young team. The stage we're at is still R&D and testing. And thank you.
Great idea.
Thank you.
Mycelium coming from Meteo, this part?
Yes, it's mycelium, yes.
Very nice. So how do you plan to build it? What is the, can you have different sizes of the material? How are you doing the material and then you're using something to compress it so it becomes how elastic it is? Can you paint?
Exactly,
can you,
yes.
color it? Can you tell us more about the material itself? And of course, like what is the except that you're bio students and that you, what is the stage of the development? You say R&D, but have you accomplished something? Do you have, are you going to be able to wash that material? How the material that you're producing is going to, how is going to look like next to, I don't know, polyester something?
Yes, I understand. So the main idea is to produce the material in a way that's 100% eco-friendly. So we want to make, to put it simply, a sheet of the material by feeding it while it's still alive, basically. So the vegetative part. And after this, when we have enough volume of the material, we can dehydrate it and heat it to basically compress it, add more strength. And after that, we haven't really fleshed the mechanical parts, how to make it visually at the same way that basically current leather looks like. But the R&D stage, we're more focused on making it strong enough and flexible enough, basically, to work as the intended material it's supposed to be.
In terms of production, won't you need like a fabric to do it, or?
Well, we're hoping, because current research on the topic explains it that it's possible to use it basically in the same way as normal animal skin. So that's why we think it might make animal skin obsolete, because normal leather production facilities might utilize it the same way, like current materials.
Cool. And in terms of financing, what would you need? Like opening a fabric, or you just selling the product to
mostly
other fabrics? Or what is the plan?
It's, I would say, a plant where we grow the material. So it's usually, to put it simply, a part of the tissue is put in some sort of vessel with a typical structure, like square, for example, and we basically have to wait for it to grow enough. So the space required will mostly be centered on this, how much space we need to produce all these sheets. So that's mostly our part. We need a facility that has enough space to grow the initial material.
How much time would you require to come up with the prototype and test it with different types of, like, as he said, like colors, whether it's how it reacts with water? Like, how much time would you need for this?
Well,
to get out of the R&D.
Yes, I understand. Now, the main difficulties are finalizing the feeding substance, basically, that we need to feed the material to make it as strong and flexible. Usually one cycle for it to grow to the size we want it, about a month. Now, to tell you how much time is needed to make a final material, I would say maybe a year, but I can't tell for sure yet. We still need to test, make enough iterations of the material to be sure.
Is there anything standing in the way of, I'm assuming you don't have a piece of this to show us right now, is it?
Currently, no, unfortunately,
yeah.
no.
So is there anything standing in the way of you making a piece maybe the size of this piece of paper? Can you do that?
Yes, we have made a prototype of sorts with similar size, but we wanted to look as authentic as possible.
Yeah, it has to, yeah.
Currently, our prototype looks more like nylon, so... No, it's not nylon.
So the point I'm trying to make is that if you're going to try to raise money, this will vastly improve your valuation if you actually have the product.
Yes.
So right now, the value of your company, do you have a patent?
No.
Okay,
but
so
we are looking into...
Yeah, so your valuation of your company is, close your eyes, what do you see? So, so you need to get something to build that valuation. So, an actual piece of it, a patent, maybe a contract with some French fashion house to build a wardrobe out of it, something like that. That will help your valuation go from what you see when you close your eyes to something higher. Because you don't want to try and raise money when your valuation is low. That's a tough thing. You give way too much of the company.
We understand that. We have considered it, and we want to be able, after we create a good enough material, to outsource it so tanneries, for instance, can test the properties side by side with the regular materials, so we can really stand by the idea.
Full steam ahead on that. Do it.
Thank you.
We have an online question. Just a second.
We have one question from the audience. Mr. Mirpuris says, "Are you able to print colored patterns on this fabric, Victor?"
Print colored patterns?
Yeah, on the fabric.
We haven't tested this property yet, so I can't give an exact answer. But there is a good possibility that the color fastness of the material will be even better than what currently is in production. So pigments can stay longer, basically.
Thank you.
Our last participant is quite interesting company that actually showing how we can use the nanotechnology in order to improve our lives. Imagine the system that actually allowed us to breathe fresh air, no matter how the environment is actually polluted. So please welcome Boris from, I'm sorry, Erratic.
Erratic. Hello, everyone. So 2 years ago, you remember that the discussion about the air pollution in Sofia started quite high. So it was all around the medias. And I was involved in a short discussion online about what's the solution about the air pollution at home, for example. And it turned out that the best solution is to buy this air purifiers, electric purifiers for home, which works perfectly until you open the window, because you need to open the window. And since then, me and the team that later I found started looking about what we can put on the window that actually can clean the air. And after engaging with almost every factory every filter factory in Europe and around, we actually started working with a laboratory, nano coating laboratory in Czech Republic, and we created the first air purifying filter for windows. So when you open the window, actually it cleans all the particles which are larger than 0.3 microns. So actually, when you open the window, you just have clean air. We have this. We already are producing the filter. You can check it, and this is just a small material. We are starting the online sales hopefully next week. And we are currently looking for distribution partners and awareness. We're already backed up by Digimark Ventures, so we have funding there, and we're looking for distribution.
Thank you. Is it possible to protect us from virus?
Yeah, that was the question that I was discussing with the laboratory today. Officially, we're not allowed to say it, because it's not certified, but it filters most of the bacteria. So actually, it says that the coronavirus is the size of the coronavirus is between 0.02 and 0.4 microns. So potentially, it could stop the virus. But what's interesting is it can stop the liquid and it can stop the water with the virus because it's just a net. So potentially it could, but I'm not allowed officially to say it because it's not certified.
What about the airflow?
So it actually stops a little bit the airflow. It will lower the airflow with 20%. So it's not that much. It's easy. So what we have here in Bulgaria is just this air screens for mosquitoes. You can just change your air screen net with our filter.
Have you talked to like some of the window manufacturers and something like that? Because if they're already selling screens, maybe this is.
Yeah, of course, that was our first step. So we're now in discussion with all of them around the country, but then hopefully we'll expand to different.
And what's the brand? What's it called?
It's called Erratic, which is air-a-t. Like on English, it's the word for when you open the window. We don't have it like we have.
Interesting. Well, that's cool.
Per square meter?
We'll be selling it for 35 euros per square meters without VAT, and the manufacturing cost is a little bit lower. So it's for now it's quite expensive, but there are 3 nano layers. It's a nanofiber coating which is in the middle, so it's quite expensive to produce it.
What's the special thing about those nano layers?
It's a nanofiber layer that actually filters it stops the small particles. So it's just like a normal filter. When the polluted air goes through the net, it just stops the larger particles. So it actually filters 98% of the 2.5 nano particles, which are the most dangerous for the people.
But it only cleans while the air goes through. For example, if you put it around the walls, the air that is circulating in the room is not going to have any effect on
it's filter. So it has to it filters the flow.
Okay, and if it holds nanoparticles, do you have to change it? How often do you have to change does it get contaminated?
Actually, you can clean it with a wet mop, or with we also try to clean it with a vacuum cleaner.
And where have you tested it so far? Have you tested in China, for example?
It's in China, no. It's certified now in Czech Republic already, and now we're looking to certify it with BAN here or with someone in Bulgaria. We couldn't find with whom we can certify it yet, but it's already.
One idea that came to my mind in matter of using it indoor is replacing it with the filter of the AC. Just the question is how durable it is. Is it cleanable? You can water it. Will the nano net survive?
You can put it on the AC filter, but they're a company which selling different kind of filters. For AC, you can have a HEPA filter because there is a motor that there's way more flow in the air condition. This is just very
will stop the
thin.
efficiency of the.
Yeah, so for air conditioning is different. But for example, it's best for kindergartens, for hospitals, because there you have a specific time that you have to open the windows. And if you're in the middle of Sofia, it's not the best place. So it's perfect for this kind of public buildings.
Is there a way for the material to become a bit more transparent?
We tried. We can actually make it white instead of gray, but it doesn't become more transparent.
This is only prototype, or?
No. It's next week on Monday. We have the first big truck which is coming.
There is a hose inside.
Yeah,
it's broken. No. It's
Yeah,
broken.
because it was in my pocket, so I was.
Is it durable?
When you put it on the window, it is.
So you cannot put it in those roulette, just like stand or.
No, if you put it on the roulette, it's okay.
Sure.
Until your cat is not
because
playing with it.
This one is broken.
This one, yeah, because this one's the only one I've been I've been showing it all around. So it's
For
been
how long?
through like 2 months. So it's.
So if I bought it for a bag of money and it will broke at home.
100% stop the pollution, but 90 something.
99. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
This kind breaks because there's lots of people who've been playing with this, and the nano coating is actually on some places are broken. You can see it. Yes, but that's because we've been playing with this.
You said that the production cost is very high, and usually if you're creating the raw material, you're in the lowest part of the value chain. How do you plan to put a high margin, or that are you looking for other people who can produce it, or how do you plan to make this profitable product?
We start selling it next week. We saw that if you order like a whole screen protector, it's actually almost the same price at the end product. So we'll be selling it most on the companies that are just producing these window screens. But basically, when we have to produce large quantities, we'll hopefully in the future we can produce it on some cheaper place. But that's not the main goal for now.
How do you test it actually that it works?
Oh, we did lots of lab testing. Like laboratory testing with different kind of. It also stops the smoke air. So if you put this on a place that there are smokers, the smoke doesn't come through it. So it also stops. Yeah. I think this one has holes in it, but next Monday I can show you the.
Blow like this, it won't stop it. But like if you smoke there and you put it there.
Yeah. So there is a laboratory test that it proves it. We have videos, we have all the certificates there, but we now want to certify it in Bulgaria as well, just because.
Wait, there is no.
Because actually we don't need it, but it will be good to have someone local to test it.
Nobody hears you, no?
We're in production, but the selling is just starting. So next week we'll launch the website and we'll start selling. But we actually, our goal is to start working with the larger buildings, because selling to end customers, it's very good, but it will not bring us most of the revenues. So we think that most of the revenues will come from to working with governments and big companies who will be securing buildings. Currently, no, because we've been securing investment with a small VC. But when the production is on the next level, when we're selling, we'll be looking for the next investment. Currently, we're undervalued, so it's.
Can you look at the camera, because we have, I think, 4 questions online or a few questions online. So, yep, this one.
Boris, we have a few questions from the audience.
Okay.
The first one from Mr. Mirpuri again. Do you have a website of your product?
It's erratic.net, but it will be launched in Monday. Currently, we tried to create a email like webpage, but actually MailChimp today is down. So our website is down. Yeah, currently MailChimp is down. We had a landing page, but it's not working.
Well, thank you for the notice. And are they ready to ship internationally?
Yes, the production factory that we're using now is in Czech Republic. Hopefully we can find a way to start producing it in Bulgaria, but not sure yet. But we can ship it everywhere.
Cool. And last one, does it obstruct the view of the outside?
If you have a normal mosquito filter, it's the same.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you.
We can back in 5 maybe, or okay. Sorry. Thank you. So sound check. Okay. We can back in 5, so we can announce the winner after 5 minutes. Right? All right. Okay. Judges. 5:10. Okay. So we can back in 5.
Ми дайте, защо не подготвихме една-две реклами?
Ей, то е тук. Ей. Ай, чакай то, а то няма честоти. Ей, чек. Ей. Ей. Ей.
Okay. We're back online. Guys, can you focus on me? Oh, eyes on me. Oh yeah. Thank you. Dear viewers, you can support again. I need to say this. Support the ecosystem. Share this stream. Share what you think about the startups, and you can do it in the comments below. So we're waiting for the final. Okay. So we're ready to announce yet? Oh, of course. So, ladies and gentlemen, Emil.
I'm Emil, yeah. Okay. First thing, I would like to emphasize few very significant things that happened today. So first, thank for you, the judges, and I'm not sharing each of the judges part of this competition in some kind of an even way. So we were very, very good combination of judges that was done on the 19th minute. Everybody just contributed as much as the others, which is like first time, I think. The second thing and the very important thing, I've said we all tonight gave example to the entire industry how events can be made, and in a very, very successful way. Very successful way in matter of numbers. We just crossed 1,000 views, unique people watched us. So it's a good example. Again, it's not a bug, it's not a virus, it's a feature to have such events. You want to know who is the winner. Cross-cut. Usually when there is a crowd, we do like a game. Who do you think is the winner? And we ask, but now apparently the biggest teammates will win the crowd. Yeah, oh, yeah. Let's do a quick, write in comments in home. Write in comments who is the winner. And I will tell you a story meanwhile while you are writing. So everybody at home, write who do you think is the winner. We will read that, we will not read that. We'll see, depends how many comments there are. Now I need to invent a story. About the co-working, no, it will be like a commercial. Let's invent about the pitch-to-pitch. Yeah, it's a nice story actually. It's a nice story. I will try not to overwhelm myself with the story, but it's a very nice story. How we think of pitch-to-pitch. It was on a yacht, really on a yacht. My first time on a yacht. That our two supporters from Israel, I would say one of them holds the reward of the most as number exit in Israel. He had back then 24. I think now it's 26 or 27 exits, and it's a big amount. They're not big exits. They're small, really appreciated exits. And he's young, almost at our age, just a little bit older. And he has a very simple technique how to take a company even from idea stage, go to market, and selling the company in an average of 2 years. He said to us, find me 8 startups, 8 winning startups that will survive half year under your supervision. They are serious, they are working, they are coming to work, they're developing, and I will make 2 of them an exit. And then we say, okay, the statistic in the wall is 2 out of 100, not 2 out of 8. He must be serious. He has 24 exits behind him. And this is how the idea of Pitch2Pitch came out. We are in a mission to find 8 startups, and today is our 8th edition, meaning we already found an 8, but few of them died. So we need 2 more to make it 10. To make it out of 10. 2 of them, we don't see them anymore. Maybe others dies as well. So we need 2 more. We'll extend it with 2 more months to find the 10th perfect startup, and hopefully to see 2 exits from Bulgaria. You know, for Bulgaria, 10, 20 million exit, it's a quite impressive exit. In Israel, it's a small exit, but here, it's a big one. So this is do we have any answers from the crowd? Who is the winner? No, a very good crowd, you see? We have? Sorry, we have, sorry. Food waste, bravo, and weather guide. Weather guide. So the favorites from the crowd are the food waste and the crowd. Okay, good. Let's invite everybody to the stage. Just the one who pitched. You know what? Everybody, let's go. Let's go on stage. Come, don't be shy. There are a lot of people. Come, everybody, to stage. Also, the teammates. Come, the teammates. Come, we're not a lot. Come, don't be shy.
It's gonna be a unicorn.
Yeah, actually, Boris Kolev, just to say, he's an experienced entrepreneur and investor himself. He was a jury in our competition, so he's kind of cheating on all of us. He's much more professional. But he did something very modest. He said, "Today I don't want to win. I want to let the junior or the less mature startup to take the prize to be win." So it's very nice. And he's the winner. No, he's not the winner. We'll do you on purpose. Okay, so again, I'm saying, how do we base our decision? We based our decision not necessarily who is the best startup, but who is the startup that can gain the most from help. The startup will gain a package between 3,000 and 10,000 levas, which can be used in credits for the co-working, for office space, for events, for marketing, for whatever he can give. This is the pricey price. But also he will get guidance, mentoring from me and Trifon. We are starting to be part of this company and going to their key meetings and guiding them to business development in a matter of 6 months. After then, we'll evaluate them, and the winners will come with us to a boot camp with our 2 guys that I told you the story from before, to Israel. So basically, we want not just the best startup, but the startup that can gain the most from our prizes. Trifon, come to stage with the check. Just not showing it. Okay, so the winner and the winners. Everybody are multiple, right? Everybody are multiple. So the winner or the winners are Meteo.Rocks. You are the winner. Thank you. And we gave you 5,000 to use. It should be much more than enough for marketing, and 5,000 leva for office needs in 6 months. And we'll support you. We think we can gain you the most. You said the key word. We don't have anyone in business. We don't have business plan. We don't have business development. So it's a perfect match. You're all very, very good startups. You all, Boris, we are sure that you will do lots of money. Girls, once you're ready, test it on yourself. Don't be afraid. You also, you guys, just bring whatever you have. Even it looks like nylon, but it's not nylon. It's great. And a food co, we also wanted to, we had interest in investing in you privately. So we are sure that you will do it even without us. But we'll try to be it. You'll do it without us. So that's it. Let's, Trifon, a few words of the startups.
Yeah, thank you for the trust. I know that our project is more mature in a way because we have been working for 2 years. So and we need your help. We definitely need somebody to guide us, and we have a lot of potential. I know it. So
good.
Yeah.
We'll see each other a lot this month.
Okay, thank you of all of you. Thank you of you that you was with us on your screens at home maybe. So now we will have some kind of networking here. We are not more than 15 people. Just have some vaccine over there, Bulgarian rakia.
That they developed the vaccine. It's a medicine that one of our judges, our appreciated judges, have already proven positive effect medicine for coronavirus. He was in 2 newspapers, main page bigger than Boyko. Today, maybe we can bring the newspapers quickly. Do you have them? Let's show. It's Dimitar from Mikar 21. Dimitrov from Mikar 21. He's both main page on 24 hours and on. This is him. This is him.
More.
And he was a judge just with us. The company was presented on this stage. Genome company.
Yes.
Was presented along you, and now he is fucking killing it. Sorry for the fucking. What is fucking killing you?
Yeah.
Good luck.
Thank you, guys. Thank you.
guys.
See you next time.
Picture. Let's have a picture for the.
Wait.
Well done. Well done.
Wait, one more, without the papers.
Without the papers?
Yeah.
The unicorn is okay. By the way, sorry, is she still here? She's not here. Okay, next time we'll present the creator of this unicorn. Next time. She got away.
Smile, guys. Okay.
Thank you. Meteo.Rocks.
Thank you.
Thank you very much, Victor, for supporting.
I have to take time.